Air brake test, Class A, CDL, Massachusetts, 2024. I'm going to secure my truck and chalk my wheels. That means I will set the brakes, put the truck in gear, shut the engine off, take the key, put it in my pocket so I can chalk my wheels. The first step will be the governor cut in and out. I'm going to safe start the engine. My parking brakes are on. The shifter is in neutral. I'm going to start the engine and then release the brakes. I'm going to build my air to full pressure of between 120 and 140 psi. For example, I'm full at 128 psi. I'm going to fan down to 100 and then stay at idle to check the cut-in. My needle is rising, the cut-in works. I'm now going to raise the engine to between 1200 and 1400 RPMs and bring the air pressure up between 120 and 140 psi to check the cutout. The needle has stopped at, for example, 127 psi. The cutout works. Set the brake, turn the engine off, turn the key to the on position. The second step, air loss rates. I'm going to release my brakes. After the initial loss of about 5 to 15 pounds, I can't lose more than 3 pounds in 1 minute. I'm starting at, for example, 132 pounds. My initial loss was, for example, 15 pounds. If it's over 15 pounds, tell the trooper if it's too much and ask if you may continue. And then say, I'm timing now. After a minute, and you didn't lose any air, say, I'm still at, for example, 117 psi. Now I'm going to put 90 pounds of pressure on the brake pedal. After another initial loss of about 5 to 15 psi, I can't lose more than 4 pounds in 1 minute. I'm starting at, my initial loss was, for example, 10 pounds. Say, timing now. It's been 1 minute. I didn't lose any air. I'm still at. The third step, low air warning alarm. I'm going to fan the brakes. The low air warning alarm must come on or above 55 psi. When it comes on, say it came on at, and then for example, 63 psi. The fourth step, the spring brakes. You're going to continue fanning the brakes. Between 45 and 20, my spring brakes must apply. I will know because both buttons will pop out. If only one button pops out, tell the trooper when it popped out, but continue fanning until the second one pops out also. And say they came on at, for example, 35 psi. The fifth step, the rate of buildup. I'm going to safe start the engine. Parking brakes are on. Shifter is in neutral. I'm starting the engine and rebuilding air, maintaining 12 to 1400 RPMs. First, I'll make sure the low air warning alarm shuts off above 55. Then I will time from 85 to 100 at idle, and it can only take 45 seconds or less. When the alarm shuts off at above 55, you can assist with 12 to 1400 RPMs until you get to about 75 psi, then drop down to idle to prepare yourself with your stopwatch to time from 85 to 100. When you hit 100, say I'm at 100 psi and it took, for example, 23 seconds. Now I will build to full pressure. I'm at full pressure. I'm going to secure my truck and get my chocks. This is when you check the brakes are set, put it in gear, shut the engine off, release the clutch, take the key out. The sixth step is to test all the brakes. I'm going to safe start the engine. The parking brakes are on. The shifter is in neutral. I'm starting the engine. First, I'm going to test the trailer parking brake. So I will release the tractor brake. In first gear, I'll let up on the clutch ever so slightly until I feel it tug. The truck didn't move, trailer brakes work, trailer stayed connected, fifth wheel is secure. Now I will test the tractor parking brake. I will reapply the tractor brake and release the trailer brake. In first gear, I'll do the same. I'll let up on the clutch ever so slightly, wait for it to tug, and then say the truck did not move, tractor brake works. Now I will rebuild my air back to full pressure. I'm going to test the trolley brake now. I will release both parking brakes. Pull forward at 5 miles an hour. Pull down on the trolley brake. Hold. Truck stopped. Trolley brake works. Now I'm going to go 5 miles per hour to test the service brakes. Truck stopped, surface brakes work. There was no unusual feel to the truck. It didn't pull left or right. No unusual feel to the pedal. No delay in stopping. Truck did not pull left or right. No chatter to the wheel. There were no unusual sounds or sniffs. That completes my air brake test.